Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm finally sitting down to do my September makeup drawer. I want to take you a little bit more around this room because I have makeup in other spots that I think I would like to start picking out for this month of September. This is the best month of the year because we're transitioning from summer to fall. As you can see, it's still warm enough not to have sleeves, but it's already like darker and it's chillier, and I feel like oranges and fall colors are just coming up. Also, I want to show you bits and pieces of last month's drawers that did not work for me, or that just reactions to it and what I thought. And I have a bunch of new makeup, as you may have gathered from my hauls, that I want to try, so that's gonna be in rotation. I am having a hard time understanding how I'm gonna use all the eyeshadows I want to use this month. Probably won't be able to, but it's not a bad thing to have it out in general. Okay, so let's dive into products that I have been using and the ones that I will be using for the month of September. Okay, we are in my drawer. A few updates. I use this waterproof version of my favorite mascara. It sucks. It smudges on me incredibly, so much. So this is gonna go for sure just out of my collection right now, like not even waiting for a declutter. This is just gonna go now. Then I am adding the Nabla Brow Pot for this month, and this is also will be going into my project pan. I've been having it for a long time, and I wanna use it before it dries out. It's also good for when I have a little bit lighter hair like now, and yeah, I wanna use this one up, so that is gonna be added. Everything else I've loved, I've used. The Colourpop concealer is still not finished. I now started trying to scrub the sides to see if I can get all the product out. That's why it looks maybe fuller than before, but yeah, still not finished. The other concealers that I have here I'm gonna keep. I have the Nabla concealer, the NARS one for special occasions. I have the Maybelline Insta Age Rewind for when I don't want a lot of coverage. And then I have pulled the Sephora Make No Mistake High Coverage Concealer for when I have blemishes. I bought this last year in America, and I haven't used it more than a handful of times. So then haven't used a lot of my Double Wear Light in number 3, and that's a pity. I'm wearing it today, but yeah, this is actually, I think, around here full, so I'm not sure that I'm gonna manage to finish it, especially since now my tan is fading. An update on this one, I did not use it at all because in August I purchased the Origin Ginseng Tint and Moisturizer that has SPF 40 and a little bit of a tint. And I have been ending up extremely oily with this the last few times I used it. So I am actually going to pull it out, and I'm not going to use it in September. I'm pretty sure about that. So I'm going to put it away from my collection. Instead, I am going to keep the Colourpop one for more, I don't know, dewy, less long days. I like this one. I like the effect it does. I didn't use it much this month, I think 1 or 2 times. It was a little bit light, so I'm hoping now in September to go back to a normal color, less tan color, even though I'm sad I'm losing my tan, but I'm gonna keep using this. Then honestly, this is almost finished, so I am going to continue using this until it's done. It's a good everyday BB cream by CoverGirl, and it's a shade that will suit me only in summer. When it comes to powders, I have been loving and will keep using the Nabla one. It's Infinite. But because my friend Julia reminded me of this Fit Me loose powder that I had purchased in America, because she just went there and purchased a backup because she finished hers. I don't know how. It's like there's 20 grams in here. It's huge. But I want to use it a little bit more. I already been using it the past few days and I've been liking it. It's a tinted one. So I'm gonna pull this out to use, and that's why it's more in front. The Colourpop setting and powder and the pressed powder. I am so. I've been using the pressed powder very little actually to set my concealer, if you can imagine. I have the translucent version. I'm not particularly in love with it. Don't hate it either, but it's not mattifying enough or so. And this one here also doesn't do much, if not that it's nice and tinted, so it corrected the foundations that are not my shade. So I am, I'm gonna keep them here, but I'm not expecting to use them this month. What I have used in the month of August that I didn't expect to is my MAC Studio Fix, and here it is. This is in the shade NC25. I'm a mess today, I'm sorry. I've been setting my face when I want a little bit more coverage or touching up. So I've used it more than I was expecting, and it didn't break me out, which is extremely nice. Let's move on to my cheek drawer. Talking about makeup that I pulled out last month, this is the Butter Bronzer in Dark. Loved it, still love it. I will put it in here because I know to reach for it. It's not something that I do not use. I really like this. I've used it quite a lot this month. I will put it back in here just because I know it's here, and it's not a product that I will forget and not a product I have to put effort into using. The Makeup Geek bronzer instead, I am going to keep in rotation up on my vanity because I haven't been using it because I used that one so much. So I will keep this one in. I still don't know if I love it or not. It's like I'm very neutral about this product right now. But I will put it back into my drawers on my desk. This is again in the shade Tawny. This is for the medium skin. Then when it comes to blushes, I used this H&M cream blusher in the shade Cameo Brown. I used it once. I did not like it. I don't know if it's gone bad or something, or it just doesn't show up very much on my skin when I'm tan. And it looks like a beautiful shade, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't show up. I didn't like it, so I am going to put it here, but remember to declutter it next time I go through a declutter. Then Colourpop blush, this is the shade Bordeaux. I love this blush. I will pull it out still. I will keep it in my drawers up because this is perfect for fall. I love this shade. It's just gorgeous. While I'm here, I will also pull out the other Super Shock cheek that I have, and this is in the shade Quarters. This is a matte terracotta. Unfortunately, I cannot find the third one I used for this month, which I loved, that I would put back. It's a drop of a hat. I can't find it since my holidays. No idea. Highlighters. I had taken out Prosecco Pop by Becca, but it's too light for me. I am definitely gonna have to give this to someone else because it's too light for me. Then I know someone has asked me about this, so I wanted to mention it. I had the Maybelline Master Chrome out, and to be honest, I didn't use it. I used it once or twice and it was just not wowing me. I think it's because it's not that fine. I understand why people were hyping it because it is a very intense highlight. You can make it very intense, but I think the powder is not fine enough for it to look seamless and lit from within. And there was quite a big difference between this one and the two Pixie highlighters that I used this month. So these two are very finely milled. They are very glossy and they don't look like you have something on your skin that is powdery. So this formula is way better than this one. So I am going to put this back, but it's probably going to be decluttered next time. Yeah, so these two I loved. I will put them now away just because I have new Pixie highlighters to test. So I am going to put these here. No, here. And I'm gonna talk you through a few of these. I wanted to declutter or just use my single blushes, and instead of having less of them, I got more because I made a Makeup Geek damaged blush sale haul. So it's these 5 here in the middle I purchased. And I have to say, I used quite a bit of these. I tried to put an effort into it. I used pretty much every one in here. I don't think I used this Kiko one. I loved and used this H&M blush and this Sephora blush here very much. I tried using some of these, but they didn't really translate very well on my eyes. So I think I can pull these out and away probably from my collection, because I have, I think, an idea of which ones to declutter and which ones not to. I will leave these one in because I want to use them more, and they're perfect shades, very muted shades for fall. I think I might actually exchange a few from this palette that are more fall-like and pull out these very light ones that are not really shades that I use in this time of year. Then, as I mentioned, I have new Pixi highlighters to try. This is the Pixi X Dulce Candy multitasking palette, I think it's called. Yeah, Sweet Glow palette. And I think it's the same formula as these ones here, but they have so many different colors. I want to test this more. I received it recently and I just used it a little bit. So this is gonna go into my daily rotation. Then this month I also used the Mulak Fiesta Cheeks palette, and you can find a review for this on my channel from this month. I really like this, and I will keep it out to use because it has a really, really good matte bronzer. This highlight, this peachy highlight, is really gorgeous, and I think I can still pull off, since I'm still a bit tan, this blush up here, which is a glitter. Not super convinced about this blush right now. I prefer Bardot, for example, but these three I'm sure I will be getting some use out of, so I am going to keep this one in rotation. Another product I will pull out is actually this one here. This is the Nabla highlighter in Savage or Savage, I don't know. I bought it in Italy during my holidays and I want to use it and test it out. So this is gonna go in rotation. And then there's other things I want to pull out from here, but I think I'm gonna postpone for a month because I have a ton that I want to use. There's a few sleek palettes here and this Makeup Forever palette that I want to use actually. Because, okay, I'm gonna take this one out actually. This is beautiful. It's probably gonna go very well through into October as well, but this orange shade here is just calling my name, so I'm gonna pull this one out as well. I have a lot of blush to use this month. And I think here we are good. We can move on to this drawer only because there's lip products here and some palettes. There are a few products from this month that I'm gonna put back. This is the Clarins Water Lip Stain in Red Water, and I've used it a few times. I was not impressed, definitely not for the price of it. So it's also a shade that is very summery, a very bright red, orangey red. So I'm gonna put this one away because I don't think I'm gonna use it. Same goes with the Lancome gloss here. Beautiful formula, beautiful shade. This is a bright orangey red, but definitely a summer shade. So I think I'm gonna put this one back. Then this shade here from Colourpop, it's Secret Weapon from their glosses. This will also go back. I didn't use it as much because it was quite similar to the other ones that I have. So I'm gonna put this one back, probably actually in my other storage that I'll bring you to in a moment. Then from Colourpop, the other gloss I had is this Champagne Mammy. Very pretty. Loved to use this gloss also just with a nude pencil. I'm gonna put it back in here just because I don't feel like I have to test it, and I know to reach for it if I need a nude lip. And then I had these two from Neve Cosmetics, Oriental Poppies and Tiger in a Tropical Storm. I'm gonna put Oriental Poppies away because it is more of a summery shade and I don't think I will use it. I want to keep Tiger in a Tropical Storm Out because it's a beautiful nude gloss and I know I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it. And pull also my other two vernissages out. I have my favorite, which is the Lady of Shallot, and then Persistence of Memory, which is also, they're all very nice, as you can see, fall shades, let's say. I had two more lip products in my drawer last month. This Essence Color Boost Vanillicious. I'm gonna keep this in because I've only tried it a few times and I don't know if I love it or hate it. So I'm gonna keep this in. And the Clarins Instant Light Comfort Oil, which I forgot to use. So I'm gonna keep this in. I have it on today and it's actually really, really comfortable. So I'm gonna keep this in. Then I think from this drawer, what I want to still pull out is a palette of my Colourpop singles, because I want to use them some more. And this is my Life palette from Colourpop, let's say. These are my favorite Colourpop eyeshadow shades, and you can see there's yellows, oranges, some berries, a green, and some purples as well. This palette I made a long time ago, and these keep being my favorite Colourpop singles. So I'm gonna take this out to use it more. I need to remember because they don't get enough love. I have 3 more palettes here, as you can see, that have other miscellaneous colors, but these are the ones I want to use. And I think now we can move back up so that I can show you something nicer than my drawers. Okay, this is now the mess that is my desk, but please bear with me. We have products that I am gonna use. The last product that I had in my drawers that I actually did not use at all is this little Colourpop palette that looks so beautiful. But it's so small and it wasn't in my usual drawer with the eyeshadows or out, and it only has shimmer eyeshadows, so I forgot to use it. So I'll put it away because, yeah, I don't know, I think I might want to depot it or something because the shades are pretty, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put this one away. Then I had said I wanted to take a look at my eyeshadows that are not from brands I have a lot of, let's say. And they are these ones here. I already took some of these eyeshadows out. These are from Essence pigments from tons of years ago that I had pressed myself. I know that these, for example, I cannot use in looks for the blog or the videos because you cannot get these anymore at all. So I'm gonna put these away, and I think I'm gonna either give them away to someone who wants them. I have similar shades and I don't really need more eyeshadows. And then from these, actually, I've used quite a few ones because of dupes of the Jaclyn Hill palette, for example. And I kind of sorted them with this being the Zoeva Cafe palette, no, chocolate palette, that one. And then I have a few of other very good shadows, and down here I have some Morphe singles, and I have MAC pigments in here as well. So I don't want to get rid of this, and I also don't want to per se use it, so I'm just going to put it away. I used a few of these shades, but nothing special. Then, for things that I want to use, these are the Makeup Geek Summer eyeshadows that for now live in a Nabla palette, but I am getting the 4 new fall shadows as well, and I haven't tested these yet, so I am going to pop the other 4 in my Makeup Geek palette and use them this month. I really want to use them more. Then this is on my desk because I just reviewed the Moulac Bella Vita palette. It's this one here. You've seen it on the blog. It has very pretty glitters and fall shades in general, so I'm gonna keep it out to use. I want to get some use to it out of it before I actually just move on. Then you didn't see this one in a haul yet because it arrived, I think, the day after I posted my August haul. But this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and this just arrived. You might have seen it on my Instagram, and I've used it twice so far. So this is definitely going to be out for me to try, plus it has the perfect fall shades. I will be using this one heavily this month. Then you might see here the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault. I've used this very heavily in the last half of the month, and I think I need a break from it, but it's gonna sit on my desk still because I am working on posts and review and things like that, so I'll need it here on my desk. Then one product that I didn't think I was going to use at all, and it wasn't even on my radar, but I felt like I wanted, and I pulled it out quite a few times now, is this Nabla Cream Eyeshadow. This is in Bakery. This is a beautiful medium brown, and I used it on days I did not have time to do my makeup at all, and this actually was really good for that. And I'm gonna put it back in its place because I think in fall I have a little bit more willingness to do complicated eye looks, but it's a really good one, and I wanted to mention it. It's still alive, even though I bought it I think more than a year ago, so really good one, this one. And here we have a different side of my collection that you normally don't see. This is where I keep all of my colored nail polish and my bigger palettes and my liquid lipsticks. And I wanted to come here especially because you might have seen, I think on Instagram, I discussed how I had to throw away quite a few Colourpop lipsticks because they had gone bad. They're actually down here. So these are actually the Colourpop lippies that I have to throw away because they smell funny and they're just not good anymore. So these made me think that I actually want to pull out Colourpop liquid lipsticks to use before they go bad, because if I don't put an effort into it, I'm not gonna use them. So these, unfortunately, it's too late, and what I'm crying for is especially the shade Mama and Frick and Frack, which are these two. I love these two shades. So yeah, unfortunately these will have to go. But now that we're here, I'm gonna zoom you in and we're gonna pick some liquid lipsticks for the month of September. I hope this is not too dark, but here I have my Colourpop liquid lipsticks, and from this drawer, for example, I would like to pull the I Love Sarahi lippy, and this is in Mamacita. I would like to pull, not Notion, the shade Hutch, which I love, and the gloss, corresponding gloss Suki. I want to put them closer to my vanity. And for a purple, I also want to use this Misbehaving, which was a satin lip from a set that I got. I definitely want to use these a little bit more. And then from this other drawer, you can see I have a lot of the neutrals. So I am going to pull out this one here, which is the shade Love Bug, and this one here, which is the shade Rouge. Very beautiful shades. Avenue, I don't know, I have to go through a bit of a declutter on these as well. This one shade here is Bumble. We have some browns. I actually want to take out Limbo because it's a nice brown for fall. The shade, this one here, Embellish, which is a very dark brown. I'm gonna save for a little bit further, but I know that I have it at least. And yes, I need to go through a declutter of these because I don't use them often enough. From this drawer, these are my Sephora lip cream lip stains. And I want to pull out this one here, which is the shade number 42. And I believe the name is Rosewood. And I want to use this one more. And from my Lime Crime collection, I am going to pull Pumpkin, which I am wearing today, which I love, and Saddle, which is really nice. Also, no, Salem is a bit dark. For now, I'm gonna just pull these two. Then I am going to take out these two Give Me Glow Cosmetics shades. These are Whiskey and Honey and Haunted Forest. I don't know if I'm gonna actually have the time to use them because they're crazy colors, but I want to compare them to my new Black Moon Cosmetics shades that I bought, which also will go in my drawer. And I think these are all the lipsticks that I'm ever gonna use this month. I think that I'm barely gonna be able to use more than each one a few times, but I really want to put an effort into trying to use these more and dropping them on the floor. And now, final transition, we are here with my cube. You can see it is quite empty. I will put inside a few of the products that I can put inside, like my compacts, here, and here, and this one here. But as you can see, I can't put palettes, I don't want to put lip product, so I'm actually asking you, what should I do with this? How would you arrange this? Because these are very high and compacts don't actually fit. I mean, they fit, but you can see they fall. So I'm actually asking for help. Would you use this? Should I give it away? I'm not sure. I have single shadows up here, and for that it works well because this is a very teeny tiny drawer. So you can see them here. But for the rest, not so great. So this is where some of my products will go. I have here all of the lip products that we just pulled out. So these are going to be here in front of my cube to use for this month, and the rest of the products will be on my desk. I hope you enjoyed this video. It might be a bit long, but yeah, give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Let me know how I can improve it, because I don't really know how to make it shorter or more relevant without repeating myself 20 times. And subscribe to my channels to see next month and how these things go for me. I will see you in the next one. Bye!